Maximize your Mac Mini's potential with the perfect display. In this video, we'll explore the top 5 best 32-inch monitors specifically designed to complement the power and efficiency of the M1 chip. We'll delve into factors like resolution, refresh rate, color accuracy, and connectivity options to help you find the ideal monitor to elevate your work and entertainment experience. Let's dive into the world of stunning visuals and seamless integration. Number 5. LG 32GN650B. If you're looking for a 32-inch monitor on a budget, there are a few good options, but you'll have to sacrifice performance. A monitor like the LG 32GN650B is decent overall, and you can also find it as the 32GN63TB at different retailers, as both variants perform the same. Sadly, though, it's a step down from the Samsung Odyssey G6/G65D S32B G65D, as it doesn't get as bright and has worse motion handling with more smearing. It also has a lower refresh rate than the Samsung, but its 165Hz refresh rate is still good enough for most gamers. It's pretty limited in features, as it doesn't have any USB ports, but that's what you have to expect for an entry-level display. Like the Samsung, it has a VA panel with narrow viewing angles, so the image washes out from the sides. However, the main advantage of this panel type is that it has a great contrast ratio and displays fairly deep blacks in dark rooms. Number 4. Samsung Odyssey G6. If you're on a more limited budget, you can save even more money by getting something with a 1440p resolution, and that's where the Samsung Odyssey G6/G65D S32B G65D is a good choice. It's a Best Buy exclusive model that's also available as the older Samsung Odyssey G6S32B G65 at other retailers, so you can get whichever you can find for cheaper as they perform the same. It's a bit different from the Gigabyte M32U because text isn't as sharp due to its lower resolution, and it doesn't have a USB-C port or KVM switch like the Gigabyte either, so it isn't as good for multitasking. That said, it's still a versatile enough monitor because it has accurate colors, gets bright enough to fight glare, and has decent reflection handling. Plus, it has a higher 240Hz refresh rate than the Gigabyte, so it's a good choice for playing competitive games. The lower resolution also makes it easier for your graphics card to maintain those high frame rates if you're looking for the best 32-inch gaming monitor. Unfortunately, though, this monitor has narrow viewing angles, so it's a bad choice if you want to share your screen with someone else. Number 3. Gigabyte M32U. If the Samsung Odyssey Neo G8S32B G85 is still too much out of your price range, the Gigabyte M32U is a good mid-range alternative. Although it has a 4K resolution like the Samsung, leading to sharp and detailed images, there are a few trade-offs for getting it. It doesn't have mini LED backlighting, and its local dimming is much worse, making blacks look gray in dark rooms. Highlights don't pop in HDR either. It also has a lower refresh rate, but this only makes a difference if you have a gaming PC that can take advantage of such high refresh rates. Besides that, it has features different from those of the Samsung, making it even more versatile for work purposes. For example, its KVM switch makes it easy to use the same keyboard and mouse with two different computers connected to the monitor. It also has a USB-C port that supports DisplayPort Alt mode, but with only 15W of power delivery, it isn't enough to charge your laptop while using it. If you want something that delivers more power over USB-C and also has a bigger USB hub, the Dell U3223QE is another great choice, but it doesn't have as many gaming features as the Gigabyte. Number 2. Samsung Odyssey Neo G8. If you're worried about the burn-in on the Samsung Odyssey OLED G8/G80SDS32D G80, then check out the Samsung Odyssey Neo G8S32B G85. It's worth getting when you can find it on sale for less than the G80SD. It's a 4K monitor like the G80SD, but without a QD-OLED panel, it doesn't display the same deep blacks and bright highlights. That's the trade-off for getting a lower-end monitor, but it has mini LED backlighting that helps improve the picture quality in dark scenes. It doesn't have a near instantaneous response time either, but the motion handling is still good enough for gaming, and it also has a 240 Hz refresh rate. That said, if you don't want such a high refresh rate, you can also check out the similar Samsung Odyssey Neo G7S32BG75. It has a 165 Hz refresh rate, but it can be harder to find than the Neo G8. Since the Neo G8 doesn't risk burn-in like the Samsung, it's a great choice for office work. It delivers sharp text, gets bright enough to fight glare, and has fantastic reflection handling, which is great if you want to use it in a well-lit room. It even has an accurate sRGB mode, which helps if you want a display for casual content creation. Number 1. Samsung Odyssey OLED G8. The best 32-inch monitor we've tested is the Samsung Odyssey OLED G8/G80SDS32D G80. It's a 4K, QD-OLED monitor that's fantastic for different uses. It's focused on gaming, as it has a 240 Hz refresh rate and a near-instantaneous response time for sharp motion, also making it the best 32-inch gaming monitor. Its HDMI 2.1 bandwidth makes it a great choice for both PC gaming with modern graphics cards and for console gaming. It also delivers fantastic picture quality thanks to the near-infinite contrast ratio, and it displays deep blacks in dark rooms. Also, highlights pop in HDR, and colors are vivid for a remarkable HDR experience. It has a few useful features, like Tizen OS built in, so you can stream movies and shows without even needing your PC. It also has a USB hub with 2 USB-A ports to connect your devices, but if you want something with a USB-C port, the MSI MPG 321URX QD-OLED is also a great choice. However, it's harder to find than the Samsung at times. One thing to know is that OLEDs like these risk burn-in with constant exposure to the same static elements over time, but using the monitor for varied usage reduces the risk of burn-in. You will find all the links of these products in the description below. Comment below and tell us which 32-inch monitor you were considering. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to hit the like button and share with your friends, and if you are new to the channel then subscribe and hit the bell icon for future updates.